Hi everybody, it's the ODST Girl again, aka SC. I'm very sorry that I haven't posted a video in a while. I did not expect the responses that I've gotten, which have been numerous and many, to be so overwhelming in terms of just all the requests for help and for, like answers and questions that I've been given. So yeah, I've been having to deal with that since my last video, so I'm sorry that it's been a while. So yeah, so again, before I go any further, my disclaimers. I'm a post-op trans woman, so that is the point of view in which I'm expressing my thoughts in. And also, I am a stream of consciousness sort of person, so I'm sorry if I ramble, and go everywhere. So I was going to do a video on coming out in HRT, but because it's the holiday season, um, yeah, I wanted to do something else. Um, a lot of people are depressed in the wintertime, due to just, seasons. And but for trans folk, holiday season usually means seeing your family and seeing old friends. And that can be really, really stressful, you know. And I definitely understand that. And basically, what I wanted to do was to help basically give some tips in terms of overcoming any drama that might happen at the family table, during Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever. Um, so, you know, uh, okay, so if you haven't come out to your family yet and are thinking about doing it, um, well, first, go for it. Because it's always good to be honest about yourself, at least in my opinion. Um, but there usually is some family drama when coming out, and basically, the if people react negatively, most often it is not due to them not liking you. It is more so due to them being like afraid of what's going to happen. Like, for example, a common thing I hear is I come out to my parents and they're very afraid that I'm going to get hurt, and they're very afraid that people are going to like assault me and whatnot. And these are all very valid concerns. They are. And basically, the best way to overcome those concerns with your parents is basically to tell them, just sit them down, look them in the eye, and say, like, I am doing this for me because the way things have been, I have been miserable. And I am doing this so that way I can take control of my life and I can find a means of happiness. Because transition is this journey about learning to love yourself again, fundamentally, or at least in my opinion. Um, and the proof in that is, well, for example, with a lot of post-op trans women, after surgeries and after hormones, we can finally look at our bodies and not cringe and actually like what we see. And that has certainly been my experience, at least with my surgery and my recovery thus far. That I actually enjoy looking at myself again for the first time ever. And I know that other trans people, through the process of transition, through hormones, through different forms of expression, through surgeries, if that's the path that you want to go down, have been able to basically find a sense of peace within themselves and have more or less learned to love themselves again. And so you have to stress to your parents that transition is basically you trying to take control of your life and trying to be happy. Now, if they react negatively and say you're going to be the person that you always have been, you'll never be a woman or a man or a genderqueer person, whatever, you look them straight in the eye and you say, I am not ugly. Just because I am different from other people, from my cisgender equivalents, does not make me inferior to them in any way. I am just a different type of woman. I'm just a different type of man. I'm just a different type of human being. I am, like, being genderqueer is this like awesome thing where you basically get to take, the societal norm and make it your own. And being trans is also about doing that. And transitioning is basically about, taking what society throws at you and, basically turning it into how you define yourself. Because fundamentally, only you have the power to change yourself and to make yourself the person that makes you comfortable, that makes you safe, that makes you happy. You have the power to define yourself. And you shouldn't let anybody or anything get in the way of that. Nobody can define you. Nothing can define you. Only you can. And so it's best to take strengths from that. Let's see, what else? And, if people say that you're ugly, say that you're beautiful. You're beautiful for being honest about yourself. You're beautiful for not repressing yourself like the rest of the world does, a lot of the times. You're beautiful because you're letting this inner person that has always been inside you, that has been struggling to come to the fore. You're finally letting that person come out. And that confidence within yourself to live your own truth is beauty at its finest. It's being handsome at its finest. It's being beautiful at its finest. It's being angelic at its finest. You are a human being, and you are more beautiful than you ever thought possible. And the only thing you have to do to make that beauty really come out and show it to the rest of the world is just being yourself. And I know that it's hard and that it's scary and that, society will throw many things against you. But you can overcome if you have the strength within you to move forward. And you are so much stronger than you ever thought possible because the fact that you are alive right here, right now, having gone through everything that you have gone through up to this point, and having survived all that, it makes you stronger than you ever thought possible. And you are beautiful and you are loved. And if you come out, your true family and friends will show themselves to you because they will support you. And that's what unconditional love is. It's supporting your friends and your family because they want to be happy. And true friends support other friends' journeys towards happiness. So, yeah. And I know that family drama can really wear people down. And so, what helps is just looking in the mirror and saying that I am beautiful, I am worthwhile, I am human, I am loved, I am alive, I am honest, I am true, and I am me. And nobody and nothing can take that away from me. And nobody and nothing can take you away from yourself except for yourself. So always have the strength to move on and to carry forward. And have the strength to just love yourself. You are so deserving of love. You are so deserving of happiness. And you deserve all the positivity and all the well-being in the world. And if society wants to smash you down, you raise your fist up in the air and you say that nothing and nobody will hold me back. And that I am me and I will live my truth. And if you carry on forward like that, you will succeed. You will do fine. You are so much more beautiful than you ever thought possible. And even if you don't love yourself, I love you. And your friends and the people in your life who care about you love you. So just, just take that judging voice out from the back of your head. Smash that fool with an imaginary hammer until it's no more, and you will succeed. I promise somehow, some way, you will succeed and you will do just fine. So, best of luck, and, holler at me if you need anything, and I love you. So, yeah. So, cheers. Bye, everybody.